Okay, so I just finished watching Baddies USA episode 1, and there's a lot to dive into. Sorry to say, we did not need that recap of Baddies Africa as well. We also didn't need that long ass intro. Why is it nearly 6 minutes in at this point after they do the recap and we still haven't got to the first scene? It took 8 minutes to get to the first scene, and that first scene was Natalie walking out of the car, doing her long, chatterbox self, talking about a bunch of nothing. Also, why isn't Diamond on the intro thing as well? Like, I saw every other cast member but Diamond there, and I was thinking, even though Krishan was there, even though she left early and stuff, I wasn't understanding why Diamond was there. Well, wasn't there, sorry, because obviously she was originally on the cast anyway, and obviously she did come at the very end of the show, but she should still be on the cast list, no? I guess maybe it's after they've, I don't know if she did her photo shoot either and stuff, because obviously they said her nose was broken as well, but I'm not sure if this is a reaction from Zeus after Diamond ripped off the baddies chain and put on the 1501 chain, and it was going viral with that video. I love seeing the OGs return as well, but I feel like maybe they could do a spin-off, who knows, if Zeus will ever do that, of like the OGs and what they're doing in their day-to-day life as well, because I feel like it didn't really make sense, them coming back as well, and then obviously how the episode panned out. Then the sit down with the OGs was a waste of time anyway, because Natalie walked out, and I'm thinking, from what I understand of what they said as well, they are meant to be introducing the cast. Why can't they all sit down and have a talk? And I don't understand why Natalie also left as well, because from my understanding, her and Tanisha linked up before this anyway, and Tanisha was negotiating her pay with Zeus anyway. So why are you now upset when the cameras are rolling that she's on set? She talked about, oh, it was very last minute, it's very last minute. But you knew there was a possibility, or you knew that she was going to come out anyway. So what was the issue? I don't understand. If you were just going to be there briefly to do a little catch up. I guess in a way it was like a free check for the baddies anyway, or the OGs anyway, because they didn't really have to do much. They just had to turn up and get paid thousands of pounds just to do nothing. I still can't understand why Brie wanted to fight Natalie if they're willing to have a discussion as well, because Natalie said she's going to have a discussion. She's not fighting anyone. It's true. Why should I fight someone? Yes, we're arguing over baddie shot o'clock, but if you feel so mad and so bad about it, get the paperwork sorted in regards to actually suing her for it and going that way if anyone's actually going to take your case on, rather than fighting her, because the squabbling is not going to do anything. You're still not going to get royalties or any type of percentage for her saying that saying. So let's just wrap it up right now. Also, I don't understand why Brie wanted to attack Lo. Obviously, yes, you can't get to Natalie, but you're going to get to her friend as well. When Lo already said, let's just leave it at that because Natalie's gone. It felt weird. Felt like you're looking for a moment, in my opinion, because I don't feel like she had an issue with Lo before this issue. So I don't understand. I don't think Lo was really like coming at her sideways. Obviously, she's getting agitated because they're talking about Natalie, whatever, and it's your friend, yes, but should have paid her dust. The thing that I will be on Bree's side for is Kat jumping in the fight. If Kat really wanted to take the fight, she would have said, listen, I'll take the squabble for her, in a sense. Instead of ripping Bree's hair out or her extensions out, whatever, and stuff, or her wig, sorry, out, it wasn't needed. And then I think she gave her a buster. I'm not sure if Lo did the lip thing to Brie or whatever. The one thing that I'm not going to agree with Brie on is her talking about, oh, it was racism. You lost me there. You lost me before, but you lost me there. And I'm in agreement that Suki is the realest bitch in the room for that that part there with the big three, because she's telling Summer about herself. I don't know if her friends are telling her, because it looks like Dolly's not telling her, and neither is Lex as well. But Summer should mind her business, especially when it comes to someone having SA or speaking of their SA situation and stuff. It's nothing to do with you. And also, yes, bear in mind it should not be on Zeus, but you should not have an opinion on this, because when they start boxing your mouth in, you may keep quiet for a second, but they're still going to be boxing you up the whole season, and you're not going to like it. Also, Honor and Biggie squashed their beef like super quick within 2 seconds. Oh my god, let's just get back to how we were. There needs to be a deeper conversation, maybe behind the scenes, because there was a lot of stuff said at that reunion and a lot of stuff they're trying to escape us right now, and we're not trying to hear that. Then we see Krishan back on our screens. She always gets side eye from me for what she's doing to her son. Unless she does right by her son, I'm going to be side eyeing her for the rest of her life. Then we have the big reveal. Scotty is pregnant by Lemmy. What I don't understand is if she's obviously said that she's due in April. So obviously if we look back at like 9 months or whatever, you can figure out when she was actually pregnant. But the issue I'm having is, why would Lemmy, and obviously Scotty as well, agree to be going on screen when you're pregnant as well? And obviously you want this to be like, obviously it is a healthy pregnancy and stuff like that, but why would you put yourself in a high stress environment during the whole time you're filming? Yes, you're only filming for a month, but what was the point of that? You could have literally been behind the scenes, or you could have done Natalie, just appear when you want to. You didn't have to be in a lot of the stuff that was going on. Yes, you wanted to announce it to this group. Yes, that makes sense. But then why didn't he, you're basically dating allegedly a billionaire, because he keeps saying that Zeus is worth whatever else and stuff. But why didn't he just have you behind the scenes? Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. Like, I don't understand it. Then she's talking about, oh, me and Lemmy planned the baby. Don't know if anyone's believing that bullshit, but okay. All I'm thinking in my head is that it's gonna be so awkward at that reunion though. Even though Janisha has moved on and whatever and stuff, but I'm just thinking like knowing that your ex of how many years, whatever, is now sleeping with a classmate or was sleeping with a classmate, and Scotty was allegedly the side ting anyway, and now the side ting is pregnant, and just airing this out like, yeah, Lemmy's gonna be a good dad. Okay. I don't know why they're trying to sell this happy story out. No one's buying it. And let's get into the squabble. Squabble. What's your squabble like? Tinker and Cold Killer. I'm tired of that storyline. I feel like that storyline should have died down in Baddies Africa. Yes, Diamond caught the fade with Cold Killer, but I feel like it should never happen in the beginning. Tinker ran, I think she won the first round and the fourth round. The second round, no one came out a winner. The third round, I would give it to Cold Killer. But yeah, even though Cold Killer was like still trying to get in there in the fourth round, she did buckle over the security's foot, along with obviously Tinker dragging her as well across. It didn't really help the situation at all. Then obviously we got Mariah Lynn. She got her sneak back because obviously Summer snuck her at the auditions. But the issue I'm having here is the bum licking that Mariah Lynn's doing. Like, I'm just tired of it all. Why are you involving yourself in something that has nothing to do with you? Oh, I got the lick back for you. I got the lick back for you. Who asked you? These people are stronger than you, so why did they need you to get the look back? Don't make no sense. Just want to involve yourself and have a storyline, because your only storyline this time is Summer. You didn't have any other storyline at all. Because why would you go up to Krishan and tell her, oh yeah, I got because what she said about you, da, da, da. Wouldn't Krishan have addressed that herself if she really had an issue? Wouldn't Tasika have addressed it herself when she would have come into the room? Right. So why did you have to get it? And this is what I mean. Always involve yourself in other people's problems. This happened the last time you were on the show and you were doing too much. Then I can't understand why Gretchen is adamant to go after Anna. She's like, oh, you're talking shit online. Give 3 examples. Give us 3 examples. 3 examples, and we'll just. Well, what is the reason? Because you're talking about, oh yeah, she was talking crap about me online. I wanna fight her. Now she's stepping on your head. Well, I don't know why I fucked up the word. Stepping on your head. She jumped over and did like a on your head. She was doing crisscross on your head, and what do you have to say for that? Either way, I'm not a fan of Gretchen anyway. This person using the N word will never sit right with me. Sorry, I don't even know why she's on the show. I feel like she's on the show like for rage baiting purposes.